one person make $1 billion within a month, a week, or even a day? Well, if your answer is no, you're wrong. The correct answer is actually yes, it can be done. This story happened in a small city which most of you have never heard about before. The city's name is Al-Samawa, located in southern Iraq. Like many other cities, Al-Samawa is a small and quiet city with a population of around 950,000 people. The city has districts, regions, governorates, local and federal buildings, hotels, malls, markets, among other amenities. However, what is different in this city is that there is only one man who owns almost in excess of 70% of the entire city, typically the most expensive parts of the city. He is worth not millions, but over $2 billion. Yes, you heard right, $2 billion. And it could be more. He is basically using false and fake papers that cost him only 50 cents each. You might think and feel in your mind that this is impossible. Similarly, I also thought the story was unbelievable when I first heard it for the first time too. But who is this man? Well, he is the director of the Real Estate Registration Department in Al-Samawa City. People call it Al-Tayabu in the Iraqi language, and his name is Riyad Hussein. The people who reported the case to us said that the average price of 1 square meter in this area costs between $1,000 to $5,000, which equals between 1.2 million to 7 million Iraqi dinars. Thus, a small shop of just 20 square meters could cost as much as 100,000 US dollars or 150 million Iraqi dinars. However, we encountered multiple challenges as we tried to dig deeper into this story. The huge challenge was the lack of information about the city and the difficulties of getting the resources. We had to hire people who could communicate and understand the language. Hence, with their help, as well as help from materials found on the internet and YouTube clips, we were able to understand what was going on in this city of Al-Samawa. To make sure that the information we gathered was accurate, we contacted the real estate agent in Al-Samawa and pretended that we were interested in buying a property there. To our shock, they refused to give us any information about the area. They even pretended that they did not know the area at all. We also tried to get more information from the real estate registration departments in Al-Samawa and Baghdad, but no one would consent to give us any information. The answers were always, "Sorry, we don't have any information about this area." Therefore, it seemed that this is a red zone that nobody is allowed to touch, and it also seems that some dirty work is going on in this region. During the preparation of this documentary, we came across many videos on this topic. What mostly shocked us was how larceny is so simple and how the sums of money involved is huge. We invite you to examine these pictures with us. This market called Bata Street, for example. Each one of the shops here is worth around $300,000 or 500 million Iraqi dinars, all of them sold by Riyad Hussein. Therefore, it is evident how rich this person became within one day. Bata Street is just a very small part of the land that Riyad Hussein took over. Also, check out this street. They call it Al-Corniche Street, where each property costs around $2 million or 3 billion Iraqi dinars. Here, we're talking about a number that could reach $4 billion taken by one man within just one day. It's over $4 billion taken by Riyad Hussein. You can visualize and think about that again and imagine how huge that amount is. Remember, there are many countries that have government budgets of $5 billion a year. For example, Jordan has a yearly budget of $7 billion a year. Therefore, Riyad Hussein took over an amount of money that's enough to manage a country's entire government spending. Wow, that's quite unbelievable. After further investigation, we were able to discover how Riyad Hussein did it. What he did was very simple. He was issuing property documents having all the required information, but leaving certain fields blank. Those fields are the district number and the district name. So, what does that mean? Well, every single property has to belong to a district having a name and a number. Otherwise, no one can tell where the property is located. To prove that, we came across so many property documents issued from different real estate registration departments in different cities in Iraq, and we noticed that all of them had district names and district numbers. The only ones without district names and district numbers were the properties located in the district we're talking about, with the name Kasabet al-Samawa. We contacted lawyers in Iraq, and they informed us that these fields, the district name and district number, have to be on every property document, otherwise it will be a false and fake document according to the Real Estate Registration Law number 43 of 1971. He is a genius, right? In this way, Riyad Hussein managed to wipe off about 70% of al-Samawa's city without anyone noticing a thing. Now, he is selling these properties located in this area for his benefit, and nobody notices anything. We're all aware of corruption in Iraq. It could be among the most corrupt jurisdictions in the entire world. But nobody has taken over a whole city before. This is a whole new level of corruption. Therefore, we are proud to announce that we have discovered the most advanced form of corruption that no one else has ever accomplished before. And we think it is most appropriate that we call it by the name of the person who invented it. In this clip, you will see our man, Riyad Hussein. We're all aware of how difficult the situation is in Iraq and how hard it is for the people there to get the government to hear them. Therefore, the Unbelievable Channel team has decided to take the responsibility of carrying on the case, not only to the government of Iraq, but to the whole world. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see